So did I guilt them into it? They're like,
guilted me into it.
I want to send a super sticker, but I can't see through my tears. All right. Let's go ahead and get to the news.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
Heading over into the drone newsroom, it's Jeff Sills with everything you'd ever want to know about drones. What's happening, Jeff?
Well, congratulations, of course, on getting your FPV system.
Oh, dude,
which,
I'm
of course,
so excited.
It's going to be our first news story, obviously, because I think everybody in the world probably knows about it right now. But the DJI filed 3 equipment authorizations with the Federal Communications Commission.
The absolute
and exposed this.
Flying like a bird.
Yeah, this is amazing stuff, man.
Mankind.
You know,
flying FPV
part of
is a thrilling experience.
what is holding FPV back for a lot of people, it was the analog signal. You know, when you watch FPV stuff on YouTube and you're seeing this crisp, cool picture, that's the GoPro sitting on top taking the picture. The FPV pilots are seeing a crappy, low-res picture when they're flying, which makes their piloting all that much more impressive.
The lightweight and compact DJI FPV air unit.
Yeah,
is
I
easy to
have
install
to
and features
admit
an
that
internal
one of the
heat
things that
shield
was always kind of a negative to me was the
FPV
viewability through the goggles.
1mm
I always kind of questioned whether or not I was going to be able to fly them that way, but this looks really impressive, and the transmission system is definitely going to change things, because not only do you know the FPV crowd's going to be doing this, but the Drone Racing League, you know, ABC, NBC, they're going to love having a crisper, clearer image in their drone racing stuff. So it'd be great.
Yeah.
Was this a surprise to the customers or the clients, so to speak, or did everybody know this was coming?
Well, I mean, obviously, whenever DJI releases something, they have testers that they put it out to, and you know, obviously in the video, Johnny FPV apparently has been using the system. But
I'm sorry. Did you say Johnny FPV? Johnny FPV! Whoa! Love that guy. Here he is. Oh, Jeffrey! This guy is amazing. Look at that. I want to fly like that. Smoke him if you got him. Woo! Johnny FPV in the house. Yes, sir. Back to you in the newsroom.
I should have known better.
Oh, we got some super chats. Hang on, super chats. Geeks Vana, thank you. £5 super chat. Henry Food Fund, can't wait to see your vids on the DJI FPV stuff. Love you, mean it. You too, buddy. And the Grumpy Vlogger, $10 super chat. Really, Ken? Cut out a hamburger and feed Henry. I will, yes. And Sean Grogan, $2 super chat. Thank you. Poor puppy. The guilt trip worked. Yes, sir.
All right. So next in the news, we have the National Aeronautics and Space Administration has been working with Texas A&M University in Corpus Christi to research and improve unmanned aircraft systems. But they had a recent issue where one of their drones crashed into the bay.
One of these drones?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's no good. That looks pretty heavy. Looks cool, but it looks heavy.
So this area has certainly a diverse geographic landscape. We are looking at kind of the downtown areas of Corpus Christi, so it certainly has some challenges associated with operations with tall buildings and operating between buildings. It also brings a kind of robust partnerships to the table. So there's partnerships with industry, there's partnerships with your kind of local fire departments and police, and then there's really good relationships with the city of Corpus Christi that the test site offers and kind of brings to the table.
Yeah, that's great. I'm so sorry. I have to interrupt the news. And thank goodness for Phantom Panic and his $3 super chat. We forgot our biggest sponsor, the sponsor that's been with us since the beginning, the bookend of our show. Thank you, Phantom Panic, for I hope we don't lose the account. Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, this mid-news has been brought to you by Pigeon Jerky. Oh my God.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow. Yeah. And it's full of fiber to make them go.
Here we go.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky.
Pigeon jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Pigeon Jerky, and thank you very much, Phantom Panic, for reminding us. And now back to you in the studio there, Jeff.
Okay, so
I feel so bad. Should we feel bad, Jeff?
Yes, I feel bad.
Do you feel bad? I mean, because, the pigeon is our favorite. What is it our favorite of?
It's our favorite bird.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird. Bird. The bird's a winner, well, a bird. Bird is a winner, well, a bird. Well, a bird is a winner, well, a bird. The bird's a winner, well, a bird. Well, a bird is a winner.
We're just on a roll today, aren't we?
Show derailed.
Yes.
What you got?
All right. So one thing, of course, the video had not shared with you was that the drone was recovered by the Corpus Christi dive team, and it suffered minor damage, but nobody was injured. Nobody was harmed when the drone crashed into the bay.
You still talk about the NASA story?
Yeah, I was finishing
That's
that
what
up.
we like to call old news.
Well, now we're going to go
Move
on
it
to the
along. Move it along.
new news. Okay, so the next story we have a ferry bridge in the UK recently demolished a power station cooling tower, and we got some pretty impressive footage from that particular one taken with one of our camera drones.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
That is amazing. Although there isn't any sound. So now I'm going to back this up and let Kelly Green put the sound in there. And go. That was perfect. That was perfect. Good job, man.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Oh,
Well-
hey, Raymond Ellsworth, $2 super chat. Love the show. Thanks, Jeff. He said $5. Okay, so he sent a $2 super chat, but said $5. You're trying to trick me. But thank you so much. Did I miss one, by the way? Did I miss anyone? I feel horrible when I miss. I don't think I did. Oh, no, we got them all. Okay, all right.
Okay.
Woo!
So on the topic of the demolition, Rotor Riot also got a chance to film demolition, but they decided to do it with their FPV style.
This is absolutely amazing. And what a great opportunity. I hope to see more of this kind of stuff. Gotta love this guy. Rotor Rider. Check it out. This is amazing. Look at that.
Wow.
Wow. Any one of those little flying rocks could have taken him out.
Oh, we good, dog. We f***ing nailed it. Oh, I'm freaking out. That was the coolest thing I have ever flown. That was it right there.
Yeah, that was fantastic, man.
Yeah,
good
that's
job.
amazing.
And you know when he says, "We good, dog. We good, dog." See, that's the kind of stuff you and I, we can't. None of us here, we can't say stuff like that. Can you imagine I'm out flying somewhere when I eventually learn how to fly my FPV drone without crashing? If I'm like, "Ha, we good, dog. That was lit." I mean, people feel like, "All right, Grandpa, just use your own words."
Unsubscribe.
Yeah, right, yeah. Oh, wait, well, Steve Nardo, $10 super chat. Goodness, thank you, Steve. Appreciate it. Robert Moore, $10 super chat. And hey, Ken, keep up the good work. Love your videos. Henry must eat. May I have some eyes for my P4P AK Island drone photography? Yes, of course. I guess now is a good time as any to mention that we have the eyeballs available for your drone. Now I have these are phantom sizes available in chocolate and vanilla, in large and small. Plus, Mr. Graphic sent me these Drone Pilot bumper sticker things, and I also have for your case, just in case people don't know that you're a drone pilot from the drone that you have, then this will let them know. This will remind them. So yeah, any $10 super chat, or you can PayPal me $10 to KenHeronUpload@gmail.com, and make sure to let me know what flavor and size you want, and I'll send that off to you. Guaranteed to keep the birds from flying into your drone. In fact, if you have eyeballs on your drone and a bird takes you out, the guarantee kicks in where Kelly Green will buy you a new drone.
That's true, and I may just buy you a new one anyway.
Yeah, why not?
Yep.
He's going to buy you a Karma.
Recordings of this stream can be used in a court of law.
We've got a story about the Karma and Ken. I hope we have time to get to later.
Oh, yeah, we will.
All right, so next in the news is in your neck of the woods for Nashville, Tennessee. The Tennessee State University hosted a camp this year for drones from July 22 to July 26 to teach youth how to fly drones and how to get involved in what is going to be a $127 billion industry by the year 2020.
Here's what I'm envisioning it sounded like right before they took the picture. There's two people flying the drones. They're like, take it, quick, hurry up, take it. They're in frame, go. That's what I'm imagining. Because those drones are in there, they're flying around like, keep them in frame. That was a cool picture. It turned out well. Good guys. I wish there was drone camp when I was a kid.
Oh, my goodness. Can you imagine how cool that would be?
Do you remember camp? Did you go to camp?
4-H camp, church camp. I went to every basketball camp. I went to all those camps.
I still have memories of just the ticks latching onto me. I had that porcelain young skin that was just so edible for the bugs, and they just loved me.
And there's a story, we don't have time to tell, but it involves Ken Heron and his teeth that somehow got turned into a necklace, correct?
Well, now we have to tell the story. I'll just give you a quick story, okay? And by the way, Media Mike said a super chat. Thank you, Media Mike. Can't wait for the FPV footage. Too much Johnny FPV and bird inside of one news break. You're right. Too much bird. I apologize, and I apologize to you, Jeff. The bird will no longer be the word. Oh. Thank you, Media Mike. Not today, anyway. So what was I talking about?
When you got all your teeth pulled, turned them into a necklace, and went to camp.
That's right. I was about 12 years old, and I had an extra row of teeth in my head, very much like a shark. And they were sticking out all over. I mean, you see pictures of me when I was young. I had a tooth like out here. I could stick straws on it. Like it was
jacked up.
I was jacked up, man. Oh, yeah. So I had to get that fixed if I was ever to hope to date one day. So thankfully, I went to get braces, but the dentist said, you have too many teeth in your head. We're going to have to pull a few. How many? 13! I had 13 extra freaking teeth in my head. So he did it all at once. I out asleep. I woke up. Milkshakes and applesauce for a month. But I took those teeth, brought them to summer camp, and drilled holes in them and made a necklace out of it. It's the most hideous thing. It's like tooth bead. I still have it. I know exactly where it is. I tell you what, if you follow me on Instagram, and you should, Ken.Heron on Instagram, I will, as soon as the show's over, I will post a picture of that hideous tooth necklace.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Sorry for all the interruptions, Jeff. Please continue the news.
Perfectly fine. Next in the news.
Far be it for us to keep interrupting the news when it is very important. I know that people, that's what they want to know about. They want a comprehensive news report. Give it to them.
Jake Blake McAdoo.
Hey, you know what? We got $2 super chat. Thank you very much 400 AGL. Mel, appreciate it, bud. Ken, you missed a lot of fun today at the lake. Yeah, I was here at the radio station working, and Mel was right down the road with his brother flying. So,
By the way, Ben Cartwright on the chat said you had more teeth than a circular saw.
I did. Yep. I had enough teeth to share with the entire southern United States. Did I just diss the entire southern half of the United States? I apologize. I meant to restrict it to just Mississippi. I'm kidding, Mississippi, please. Oh, I'm sorry. Unsubscribe! Everybody from Mississippi is going to unsubscribe. If they can figure out how. Oh! I'm out of control. Sorry, back to you in the news. I'm sorry. I don't mean any of that. Okay, Jeff.
All right. So Jason Blake was a 44-year-old man who went missing for 5 days. He was described as an avid athlete. He vanished from his home in Elliott City without his cell phone or his wallet, according to police. Julian Bustos was a drone pilot that was in the area who decided one afternoon to put his drone up over a heavily wooded area that they were searching in Maryland and found him in a matter of minutes.
That's awesome. This wasn't a police drone or anything. This was just a private individual's drone.
Yeah. Private individual knew that they were searching in the area, put this drone up, and found him within minutes. The guy had been missing for 5 days.
Fantastic. I love hearing that stuff. Just let me interrupt you one more time, Jeff. I wanted to remind everybody that in the chat, sorry, no, this is serious. This is information you need. In the chat, make sure that you have live chat turned on and not top chat. YouTube will default to top chat, and then you're going to miss out on some of the wonderful messages. And that becomes important when it comes contest time, which will be soon. Now back to the news. You know what? We got another super chat. Goodness. Mike Young, RSP Drone Photography, $15 super chat. Always loving the show. Been doing a lot of drone and plane flying, sometimes also called a... I think maybe he's talking about like what the thing on your shirt resembles. I know that's a bat, but bats sort of resemble
birds. Ready?
I think Jeff is getting really irritated.
Is it only like this when I'm on the show, Jeff, or does this happen even on weeks when I'm not here?
No. He's usually a little bit more tame when Mr. Rollins and others are here, but when you're here, I think he gets far more playful.
He gets lit. He gets a little bit lit.
It's lit. That's dope, yo. You got that, dog. I can't do it.
All right, so UC Berkeley, my favorite university for new and high-tech stuff. Their high-performance robotics laboratory recently made the passively morphing quadcopter.
Oh, this is pretty awesome. Check it out.
Hinges enable the arms to rotate freely, and constant force springs provide the force needed to change configurations. During normal flight, the thrust forces keep the arms unfolded, but when no thrust is applied, the springs pull the arms into the folded configuration. The design allows for the vehicle to fly through gaps that a standard quadcopter would not be able to fit through. The gap traversal maneuver consists of 3 parts. First, the approach trajectory brings the vehicle to a state that will result in its passage through the gap. Next, the propeller thrusts are reduced so that the arms fold inward and the vehicle traverses the gap in projectile motion. Finally, the vehicle unfolds and recovers on the other side of the gap.
Man, we're living in magic times, aren't we?
That's some really amazing stuff. In Berkeley, they have provided some amazing videos for us in the past. This stuff is just great. Okay, so next in the news, Georgia man.
Whoa. We got some super chats. Hey, Micro Studio, thank you so much. $5 super chat. I would like to buy a lobotomizer 5,000.
Did that thing get discontinued? I've heard rumors.
You know what? When Kelly and I were making that, I told him, I said, there's going to be a couple knuckleheads that think this thing's real. And the rest will recognize this as a Pentium 1 chip from 2001. And sure enough, a couple comments are like, does that operation hurt? I'm like, ugh. But we were serious when we were going to go ahead and give that away. And since we're talking about it already,
it's another exciting contest.
Let's go ahead and draw for the Lobotomizer 5000 chip. We are going to give the chip away. And we'll go ahead and we'll sign it for you anyway. Or we'll have the surgeons sign it. All right. So let's go ahead and bring up the Decideratron 5000 and see who's going to win this puppy. Going to enter the Earl. Let's see how many people want this. How many people? You have a 1 in 222 chance of winning.
Wow.
So if you have a Pentium 1, here we go. And the winner is... Ho, ho, ho! No way! It's our buddy Jerry. Jerry Calverley. Drone Obsessed. Congrats, bud. Wow.
Fantastic.
You just got yourself a worthless computer chip. Now back to the news.
Okay, so a Georgia man tried to dump more than a half a pound of pot inside of a prison using a remote-controlled drone recently. Eric Lee Brown, 35, of Lithonia, was pled guilty to using his Phantom 4 drone to try to fly 294 grams of marijuana into the Autry State Prison in Pelham. He was caught when his car was blocking traffic outside of the prison before he got a chance to launch the drone.
Isn't it great that most criminals are idiots? And besides, everybody knows that the drone can only carry 293 grams of marijuana. Yeah, thank goodness that criminals are stupid for the most part.
So next in the news, recently a drone light show in California at one of their state fairs had a few hitches as several drones fell from the sky. This video has been sped up because they fell out sort of intermittently, but this is, I guess, a sign that there can be mistakes.
Did it fall on anybody?
No, sir. The drones are out over an area where it's safe, but they just kept failing basically due to some sort of a software glitch.
Why would they use GoPro cameras for something that big?
Ah, there you go. That's called self-deprecating humor. Should we talk about our karma thing right now? As I know Billy Kyle is waiting, but we have some more news. Okay, all right, we'll wait. What's the next story there?
All right, so the Swiss Postal Service has been working with Matternet in Mountain View to deliver mail using their special Matternet drone. Recently, though, they had to cease and desist doing that because one of their drones accidentally landed next to a school, or crashed, more or less, next to a school.
And how big are these? Oh, they're pretty big.
Yeah, good size one.
That wouldn't be good.
This is the second accident that they've had. The first accident they had was when they were transporting medical equipment, and the drone crashed near Lake Zurich. But on the flip side, they have had 3,000 successful flights since the service has first started.
Yeah, there's going to be glitches in anything.
Yeah, 2 out of 3,000, I'll take those odds.
Yeah. Wow, very interesting. Yeah, I mean, there, in any new technology, there's going to be glitches. So those are to be expected. What's that? Oh no! Oh no! Ah! Speaking of glitches.
Oh,
No.
Oh, man.
You may be wondering how I got another FT Aviator. How did I do that? I have friends. So Kelly and I will be retesting this thing this weekend, giving it its fair shake.
Whew, I hope things go well.
That's a fair shake. Yeah, I hope things go well too. And I can tell you this. I am about 95% sure that we got a demo model, and I'll show you why. Here is a picture of the one that we had is on the left, and the one that I'm holding right here from my friend is on the right. You can see there's a little bit of difference in the bottom there. There's some extra screws or bolts or something. So clearly a different model. So I suspect that we were using a demo model, and that's probably why they wanted to get it back so quickly. That's just what I suspect. And later on in the show, I'm going to be showing a video from Bill the Drone Reviewer. He had a little mishap with the FT Aviator, and it caused him to hyperventilate, as it would if you saw your drone going far, far away. So we'll share that a little bit later. The Droning Veteran, $15 super chat. Goodness. Sorry I'm late. I've had a few close calls lately and need those eyes for my Mavic Pro. Our wires covered in the guarantee. You know what? Since we're interrupting the news, let's go ahead and interrupt this with a video from Mr. Veteran. That's what I'm going to call him. This is from Dan, and this is his near miss. He says, "Hello, Ken. Last weekend I was up in Idaho capturing some footage of my cousin operating the tractor when all of a sudden these wires popped out of nowhere." You know how that happens. Anyways, always thank you for everything you do for this great drone community of ours. I really appreciate all you do, and by your friend Dan, the Droning Veteran. So here is Dan's close call. He's just out there minding his own business. Do you see any wires? Just a lazy summer sunny day. Oh, that was close. Let me back that up again. Let me show that again. Woo, boy.
Yeah.
That was pretty close.
Come out of nowhere.
It did, right out of nowhere. So thank you, Droning Veteran, and thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it. Now back to the news.
All right, so next in the news, a woman by the name of Shirvana Gobin, who was a Department of Corrections boss, has been ordered to fork over $20,000 for using city resources to arrest her drone-flying teenage neighbor.
What?
She apparently did not like the fact that this kid was flying drones next to her house, and so what she did was she essentially abused her power to change the rules so that she could then arrest the neighbor's son for flying a drone.
That's horrible and very irresponsible. Want to see what a horrible and irresponsible person looks like? Bam! There she is.
Yes, please.
So horrible, so irresponsible. Kind of hot. Am I objectifying her? She deserves it, though, right? Because she was mean to that kid. That's the only reason I did it.
So the United States Navy has introduced a novel new VBAT drone, which is made by Martin UAV. This is pretty spectacular stuff. It can fly like a plane or land like a drone.
Ooh, wow. How big is that thing? It looks like
it's
it would.
Good size. Yeah, it's as tall as a person. And it's a full size drone.
Oh, neat, man. That is cool. I want one. Yeah. Please.
So in the next one we have, there was a museum fire north of Flagstaff, Arizona recently that was, I guess, interrupted again by drones. They were forced to stop flying the rounds to be able to put the fire out, and were forced to land all the planes. Because of the delay, 12% more damage was done. I guess it burned over 1,900 acres of terrain because they didn't have the ability to fly until the drone was removed from the area.
Yeah. Just don't do that. I mean, how many times do we have to say it? Just let people do their jobs. On a lighter note, I glanced over at the chat. Now, I want to thank the moderator very much. I don't often do that, but I want to thank the moderators because Kelly's nodding his head because for some reason, after showing this picture, it motivated people to be moderated. And all I'll say to that, as we have children watching, is for those who feel creative after seeing this picture, my advice is don't go to the produce section. All right. Back to you. Billy Kyle, if you're watching, I apologize. It's a weird one. We're going to be a little bit late coming to you.
I tried, Billy. I tried.
He did try.
Okay, so last in the news, and one that I guess is really exciting, the Drone Racing League gets to kick off next month their new season on television for the ABC.
Drone racing is really just, us as pilots. We might make it look easy on TV, but there's a lot of skill, a lot of time that's involved in being able to fly one of these drones at these high speeds.
Oh, that just looks so fun. Nurk! That's a good name.
My
Such a nerd.
for becoming a professional drone racer, and even now as the world champion and retaining that title, is work harder than everybody else. Be in the mode, be in one with the drone. As corny as that sounds, it's true. It's, you've got to be ready to fly the machine.
Yeah, Nurk is a great FPV pilot. I've seen some of his stuff. I admire all these guys. I really do. And I'm trying to do more FPV stuff on the channel. I'm definitely not ignoring the photography side of it. But I want FPV in a cinematic way to add to what I can offer my clients and the channel. And that's kind of why I dug deep and bought these, because it really does. This will record at 1080 from the camera itself. You can still put a GoPro on if you want to shoot 4K, but this thing, I can't wait to test it out. Speaking of FPV, and as we get later and later, and because Billy Kyle's a young kid, he's probably getting near his bedtime, so I apologize, Billy, but I want to share one more thing, one more FPV thing. This is absolutely awesome. Have you heard of Nub FPV? I think I saw him in the chat a few times. Anyway,
first for me.
This is a short video of a guy flying. The spoiler in a car? He flies through the spoiler.
Oh, no.
This is amazing. Check this out.
No way.
What? And he does it again.
Wow.
Oh, almost a third time. Isn't that amazing? That is fantastic.
Yeah, my son loves drift racing. He is going to absolutely love that. I'm going to share that with him.
I mean, drifting and FPV, that is just perfect. In fact, you know who else does that?
No, Johnny FPV.
No, he does that, but also our buddy, Mr. Steel! Oh my goodness! Woo! Tear it up, buddy! Tear it up! Mr. Steel! You think anybody will ever let me do that?
Nope.
One day, maybe. Watch this. Look at this. Watch this. Watch this. Ah!
Wow.
I wonder if it would be as awesome with slow piano music.
Yeah. Or the master of the pan flute. You know what? I asked Mr. Steele what he thought about these things. And he said, I said, what do you think about those? And he said, not much. So, you get used to, his whole world is centered around the finely tuned stuff that he's done. So I don't blame him. If you're just getting into FPV, this might be an option for you. Some people are just never going to like it because it's not what they're used to.
It'll create a whole new generation of FPV flyers, most definitely.
That's true. So thank you very much, Jeff, for the news. You're awesome. And now we have to say goodbye to you. Is there anything you would like to leave us with?
Also, the news that doesn't make the cut, check out Dronebook. It's all flowing into there constantly. We've got the news aggregator set up, so anything that doesn't get snagged for TNL.
Jeff.
That's what you call an irritated newsman look.
The worst kind of newsman's an irritated newsman.
Yeah. We appreciate you, Jeff. We'll see you later.
Take care.
Thanks for stopping by. Now get out.
Jeff. He's got the patience of Job, doesn't he?
He's awesome.
And now while I bring Billy Kyle in, here is Kelly Green with a joke.
Why did the cowboy get a wiener dog?
Why?
He wanted to get along, little doggy.